What's up, everybody, and welcome to another great episode of America's Best Restaurants. Today, we are in beautiful Gillette, Wyoming, as we're getting ready to go inside the Railyard. And from what I understand, this place has a big, great menu, but also a really big and great heart. So I'm really excited to go inside, have some fun, and of course, get to the eating. Okay, I am so happy to be kicking off this episode here at the Railyard with Chris. He is one of the owners, and Chris, man, I know you got something real tasty you about to make for me.
Yeah, we're gonna make bang bang shrimp.
Bang, bang, bang shrimp, that's what I'm talking about.
Yep, so lightly breaded shrimp, we butterfly it so it curls up, gives you a little bit of that look on the plate, and then we'll toss it in our bang bang sauce we make here in-house and put it over Dragon Slaw. It's a fun dish. It's the most popular thing that we serve. Start off by breading our shrimp.
Now, what do you season your breading with?
Oh, loads and loads of fun stuff that I'm not supposed to tell people, but
it's always a secret.
the truth is it doesn't really matter what you put in your breading. As long as you like it, people are gonna enjoy it. Single bread that shrimp, fry it down.
Oh, look at that, nice golden brown. That is perfectly crispy, man. That looks phenomenal.
Trick is not to fry it very long. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna add our bang bang sauce.
Now, for the uninitiated, what's a bang bang sauce?
So this is a creamy chili sauce. Put our Dragon Slaw in here.
Oh, that slaw is so colorful, man.
Just gonna drape our shrimp across, tails up. You see on that butterfly, it gives that nice curl. And just a little razzle dazzle, right? A little sesame seed, some green onion, and then crispy wonton strips across the top.
All right, well, now that bad boy is looking all good real quick. All right, Chris, I'm about to dig into this thing. I see why it's one of the favorites, man. That slaps hard, baby. The flavor of that bang bang sauce. You got that sweet heat going on, really, really subtle. And that shrimp with that light breading on it makes it so crisp. That is a delightful treat. I can see why that's an appetizer, man. Great job, man. Well, I know we got some more food that we're gonna have while we sit down and have a great conversation.
That's good.
All right, man, ready to rock. Okay, so we got out of the kitchen after trying those delicious bang bang shrimps. And now I got Chris sitting next to me and got two beautiful looking dishes that I really can't wait to sink my teeth into. But Chris, honestly, first off, I wanted to tell you how much of an honor it is that ABR Roadshow is getting to highlight the Railyard today, because this place is really nice aesthetically. I love your staff. You are a great dude after talking to you for a little bit, and your food is just fire, my guy.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you guys being here. It's been nice having you, and I know the staff was excited, so.
Nice.
Good, yeah.
You know, one of the things that you've really focused on with the Railyard is the fact that you care more about experience. Like the people's experience when they come to visit the place. You want, you know, the CEO sitting next to the janitor having a great meal here.
Yeah, so I mean, you touched on it, right? We talked about the facility. This is a beautiful restaurant. It's a beautiful building. You know, the folks that own the building did an amazing job. When they remodeled and reopened the Railyard years ago, they did an amazing job. When you walk in, your first thought is, man, I should have put on pants instead of shorts, right? I don't know if I'm dressed enough for this. And for us, it's important to make sure that the guest who's looking for that experience, right? If you're coming in and you're looking for a steak and lobster and a big dinner and you're celebrating something, you want to spend some money, great. We'd love to have you and we'll take care of you and get you that. But if you just got done cutting the grass, you want to watch the ball game and grab a beer with your burger, we want you here too, right? So what we focus on from an experience standpoint is, you know, I want everyone to feel comfortable, right? So, you know, whether I'm coming in as a business meeting, I'm bringing my wife for her anniversary, it's a first date, I'm celebrating my daughter doing something, whatever that looks like, right? So if you look at the menu, it's a big broad range, right? There's lots of different things on there, and you can come in and get a great meal. I'm biased, right? But you can come in and get a great meal and have something to drink and spend $15. And you're gonna be treated just the same as if you're the guy who came in and spent $90, right? Come in for whatever, right? It's back to school week, right? Last week in Gillette, this week in Casper, and we do $3 kids meals, right? So, I mean, I've got 6 kids. There's a lot going on back to school week, right? I don't wanna cook dinner, I don't have time for it, and money gets tight, right? So having a $3 kids meal where you come in, sit down, and they can tell me about their day, we can have fun, great, it's a win, right?
Absolutely.
And you know, last night we did our wine dinner. We do a monthly wine dinner, and you know, it's a more expensive meal, but it's 5 courses. We pair the wines, again, just that range of experience, right?
All right, so what are we looking at right here, Chris?
All right, so on this plate we've got our bison meatloaf, right?
Ooh,
so we
bison meatloaf.
Yeah, so we make the meatloaf fresh, work through it. We serve it over Yukon potatoes. This has a demi glaze.
Oh man, that is a tasty meatloaf right there, my guy. I love the flavors and the seasoning that you got going on inside there. And the way that you mix it all together comes together perfectly. And I feel like the gravy, the demi glaze that you have over top of here, kind of like just brings it all together. You know, because me, when I like meatloaf, don't judge me for this, but I like to dip mine in ketchup sometimes. I don't need to with this.
Yeah.
Because there's so much flavor going on with this gravy on top of here. One of the things I'm noticing about this meatloaf though, Chris, like it's bison meat, but one thing I've noticed about this is a lot of times because it's leaner, it's a lot of times easier to dry out.
Yeah.
But I'm noticing that's not really the case here.
No, so that's the challenge, right? If you want to have a bison anything, whether it's a burger, a meatloaf, or a pasta, you have to keep in mind that it's a lean meat, right? So for the meatloaf, the way that we get around that is, there's a lot more vegetable in it, right? So it brings that moisture content up with all the flavor of bison. They don't take away anything from the bison flavor. They're just bringing some moisture to it so that it stays together, looks great. You mentioned ketchup on your meatloaf earlier. I'm a ketchup on my meatloaf guy too.
Okay, cool.
So when I bought the Railyard, one of the first dishes that I wanted to put on the menu was meatloaf. Right? But if I went into a nice restaurant and they were bragging about their ketchup across it, it would just feel weird. It wouldn't match that decor. And so I switched it. We do Heinz 57 instead of ketchup. Right? So you still get that flavor, but for the guy who likes ketchup on his meatloaf, I'm still getting what I want.
Yeah.
Still getting that piece of it, and it's little simple things, right? I mean, I'm not a chef, right? I'm just a guy that likes to cook, and I've been incredibly fortunate to work with amazing people, and I was really proud of that meatloaf. And actually, a chef friend of mine come through town. That's what I suggested that he ordered, and he called me later on. He's like, I can't believe that you suggested that I try your meatloaf, but it was amazing. It was fantastic. It's a comfortable dish. The Wyoming twist on it is the bison, right? And it's got some flair to it that, bring it up a notch, right, if you will. But it's still meatloaf.
Now, what is this bad boy we got going on? Yeah.
So, this is the Angry Yardbird sandwich. So, fried chicken sandwich, right? It's got bacon and jalapenos and pepper jack cheese, but we also make a chipotle cream sauce and house-made avocado mayo. Brings some heat. It's got plenty of substance to it.
Chris, that slaps hard, man. When I'm looking for a chicken sandwich, that's what I'm looking for right there. So many different flavors, so many different textures going on at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. The chicken is perfectly crispy. Perfectly crispy. I'm not sure what you're battering it with. I mean, it's delightful, absolutely delightful. And then you got the creamy from the avocado, and then that sauce is immaculate. The flavors, it's a perfectly stacked profiled chicken sandwich. I mean, the layers on that, you are just getting with every bite a new nuanced flavor, a new combination, because one flavor just hit another flavor that just combined with another flavor that you didn't have before. And these fries, dude. These are beer battered, aren't they?
They are.
I can tell.
Nice thick cut beer batter fry, and you don't have to put very many on the plate, right? And it's a lot of French fry when you start eating on it. So it stands up well to the sandwich. You're gonna put a sandwich that big with that much going on, you're gonna have to have a French fry that's gonna hold up to it.
Agreed, man, agreed. Well, Chris, I gotta tell you, man, it's been my absolute pleasure being here with you. This is a great restaurant with great people. And quite frankly, I'm so glad to be here at the Railyard. And you're truly one of America's best restaurants. Thank you so much for having us here, man.
Thank you very much for coming.
Appreciate you. Woo, man, I gotta tell you, I really enjoyed being here at the Railyard. I mean, the food was absolutely delectable. I love that Angry Yardbird, the bang bang shrimp, and then, oh man, that bison meatloaf was to die for. And it's just a place where whether you're the CEO or you're the janitor, you could come and have yourself a great meal and a great time. Unfortunately though, as always, it's time for us to keep it pushing. So with that said, I'm Theo Williams for America's Best Restaurants. Hope to see you.